I'm Scott Allen Miller. It is the 3rd of August, 2022. It's Wednesday, and welcome to my daily vlog of life in Leon, Nicaragua. This is a gorgeous sunset going on. I got some great light here. I'm a little bit blinded, but this is nice. I am about to go for a little bit of a walk, but I wanted to start the video right here because I'm going to, one, kind of get some starlight on this as I blast out the sensor, try to block it with my head as a shadow. But as I come by here, I'm going to show this is the new restaurant. This building is obviously not new. It's one of the oldest in the city. I'm here in La Barrio, but this yellow building here on the corner, you can see people sitting out on the corner itself. This is La Antigua. This is the new restaurant right by my house that has opened up. It used to be a vegetarian restaurant, and now it is owned by some other restaurants here in the city, but it has been absolutely packed for the last week. I'm recording this as I often do, a little bit late. I'm not much late though. I'm on Friday afternoon. I just wrapped up from work as I walk out, and now I have the Friday traffic. This is a little bit much, but it's not too bad. But I'm kind of hoping we might go here tonight. In fact, gonna let Alan know shortly, but you can see it's a beautiful little spot. It's on a high ground, has some nice tables, and it's been so busy all week. That'd be really nice to go check it out. I don't know that they have any food I can eat, but I don't mind going to just check out a restaurant, see the menu, and have a drink or something while everybody else eats. Not a big deal. I can always make myself some food at home later. But so that's it. We've talked about it a bit, and you can see it there. So today is Wednesday. All week's been pretty busy, but I did get a lot of time to do video editing. That has been good, and a lot of video recording. I'm pretty much caught up, and I have been getting a chance to do a lot this week of video gaming with the girls, which is really awesome. We've been having a lot of fun because they have finally kind of gotten the bug of really making the videos as we play, which is a lot more fun for me especially, and it makes it this, cool thing that we can share with family and friends. Valentina especially is like, these things are so much fun to watch. And for me, it's fun making content, and now they're starting to see it as, oh, we have people who watch this is fun. So that's been very cool, and it gave us kind of a goal and a reason to be playing games. Before, when we play games, it's always like, oh, I don't know if I feel like playing that. But with this, it's much easier to be like, oh, well, this is a historic game. We should play it because we'll show a game that people don't normally play. And they'll be like, oh, well, that's fun. Let's do that. So this evening, we did two things. One, we played the Adventures of Sherlock Pug, which was actually kind of fun. Game only lasted about 45 minutes. And unfortunately, it didn't get recorded properly. I got the audio of it on the awesome new Tascam recorder, which we've now more or less figured out how that works. So that part's good. This is probably the best audio we've gotten of any of the games yet. We keep getting better and figuring that out, and the girls are figuring out to speak up. Now that they hear themselves, they're like, oh, we're so faint, gotta speak up. And that just takes time and practice. I'm gonna spin you around, you don't need to look at me. Let's go walk down this beautiful street with the sun going down. So we played Sherlock Pug, and for some reason the game didn't record the video. I only got the last little bit of it. However, the game is such that I think I might be able to go back and just play it myself up to a certain point, record the video of it, layer it on with the audio that we have, and get all the experience you would have having the girls play it anyway, because really they're just describing what's going on, so I just have to come up with some kind of complicated timing. Do you see this dog getting fed out of a window here? This is hilarious. He's like begging from a random window on the street, and people are just leaning out and giving him food. That is so cute. That's the church right there at La Barrio, so we're not very far away. Just gonna wait for this traffic to go by here. I picked the busiest possible time to come out for a walk. So this evening we did that. We played some video games, and so I believe it was last night that Luciana made the peanut butter truffles. Maybe that was 2 nights ago, and that was so cool that she just got this initiative to go out and do this kind of baking on her own, which is something she's never done before. She's always been interested in baking, but that she just went into the kitchen and is like, I can do this. I found a recipe online, did that. Was so cool. Well, tonight, she and Liesl talked about what they wanted to eat and what they wanted to do, and last night they came up with the idea they wanted to do a pot pie, and tonight Luciana and Liesl together, but it was all Luciana just put the whole thing together, got all the ingredients. We went to the grocery store, went grocery shopping, and got everything that we needed. She made a shopping list, and we needed, you know, onions and tomatoes and just all these different things. So we checked what was in the cupboards, and then we headed out to the grocery store, collected it all, came back, and then she and Liesl baked a pot pie, which neither of them have ever had a pot pie to the best of their knowledge. So this was, the whole thing was like an experiment in food, an experiment in baking, making an ingredient list. Like the whole thing was just really, really fun and cool for them to be doing on their own. And Luciana is such a go-getter with this stuff. And she, so obviously I had to help. I had to cut a bunch of things and take care of the oven and that stuff, but we made it. And so that's what we had for dinner. Unfortunately, Luciana overmixed the bread a little bit, so it was kind of cakey instead of biscuity, and I accidentally dumped a huge thing of thyme into the stuffing, and so it was so heavy with thyme, and that was just me being careless. So, but it turned out decently well, and it was a good experiment and a first attempt, and it was so cool that the three of us just made that dinner together. So that was a lot of fun. That was really our day. Video games, lots of work, and cooking, and that really went till quite late at night. The girls don't tend to make decisions about food, so when we went to the grocery store, it was round about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So we weren't actually cooking until about 9:30. So it was about 10:30 or 11 that we were eating. So we were playing video games and then eating very, very late. And that was our evening, but it was a really nice evening, and one that will be very memorable for us as the first time that the girls really put together an entire plan for dinner on their own and made their own food like that. So that was a very special night. Other than that, it's about it. It's Wednesday, so it's hump day. I am going to keep doing a little bit of walking. I've got one more video to do. I'm completely caught up. Loving that I'm caught up. I'm working on getting video game videos out for you guys. If you haven't checked it out, check out Loaf Gaming, our video gaming channel. The games that are on there have been pretty weak, but as we're getting better at making the videos, they are definitely getting better. So we've done some Uninvited. We did some Nancy Drew. The first 4 or 5 episodes of those, the audio is ridiculously bad, but we have new processes, we have new equipment. The 6th video of Nancy Drew, I think, is gonna be really good. The 5th one of Uninvited is really good. The if I can get the Sherlock Pug one out, that's gonna be pretty decent. And we're also now doing Bendy and the Ink Machine, which is pretty cool. So all those things pretty good, and the girls are really excited about exploring the history of video games and storytelling in video games and lots of different genres of video games that are different than we normally play, because what we normally play versus what's good on the show is a little bit different. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. And Luciana is getting more and more interested in making a baking show now that baking is such a big thing for her. And that was pretty much our day. So remember to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. I will see all of you tomorrow.